Always a joy to talk with students, because the reason is, I don't believe everybody is now getting into education or learning new things to be a scholar. Maybe you're here to be a scholar for the future, or you're already a scholar by your own experience and exposure. But I don't want students to be the scholars of the future, but the pillars of the future. You understand the difference? Anybody with good education can be a scholar. But I don't want you just a scholar, but be a pillar. Because when you're a pillar, you're also a scholar. So to all my, the next generation or the young generation, there is only one thing which I want to convey, or the message to make it very clear. You are going to be our future. And for that reason, I always believe future is going to be the best, or we have a best future. Because today's generation is really amazing. They are blessed enough to live in the very wonderful era of spirituality. Maybe you're not clear with what is God, but you're very clear with what is not God. And that is going to help you in a very amazing way to rise and shine from what level you're presently staying in. You're going to surpass all the limits or which we never thought to be possible is going to be truly possible. But for that, I want you to believe you are getting into education or learning new things not to be a scholar, but to be a pillar. I have only 4 points to convey. I just want to, make it as soon as possible. I want you to listen to this with fullest attention. What is the first one? In education, what's important is not learning. You need to learn how to learn. That is the most important thing. People just come just like that to learn. Education cannot be given, it can only be taken. The process of education involves two things. You need to learn how to learn so that you realize learning is not only learning new things, it is also a process of unlearning the unwanted things. Point number one. Second, as I started, I don't want to be a scholar, I want you to be a pillar. What does it mean? Because by knowledge or by education, you're trying to raise yourself to the next level of power. You want to gain some power, either in knowledge or in finance or in status. That's the reason we are into education. It's nothing wrong. You want to raise yourself to the next level in terms of power. But I don't want you to use your power to control people, which anybody can do, which everybody can do. I don't want you to use the power to control the people, but to convert people. I want you to be a pillar, not a scholar. What will a pillar do? They will not try to control things, they will try to convert things. From problems into peace. You will make sure you're not going to be a source of problem, you're going to be a source of peace. From poverty, prosperity. You will help them not to stay in the poverty, you will help the future, or you'll help the humanity to rise from the poverty to prosperity. From illness to wellness. You'll make sure that health condition of every human being is going to be the best, and you will be the source of it. You will create awareness about it for yourself and for others. So what is that you'll do with your power that you're going to get out of education? You will not try to control people, but you will convert people from problem to peace, from poverty to prosperity, and from illness to wellness. Then you're not only going to be a scholar, you're going to be the pillar for the society, who's going to help the society to rise to the next level. Third one, it's okay if nobody is believing in you. It's also okay that you're not going to believe anyone in this world. Fine. But what is the most essential is not the belief you have on others, or not how many people believe in you. It is you believing in your own self is the most fundamental, essential process to see progress in life. What is the essential thing to see progress in life? It is okay that if others are not believing in you, or you're not believing in others, it's okay. But you should believe in your own self to see progress in life. This is very essential and fundamental. So from now, I don't know what you believe, or I don't know how many people believe in you, or I don't know how many people believe in others, but you need to believe in your own self. And I'm promising you, you deserve to believe in your own self. Yes, there is going to be a situation in the future where you're going to compete with your experts in the field. Of course, it's going to happen. At that time, you will not have a conflict within your own self. You will not have a doubt, will I be able to compete with them? Because I'll tell you one more fundamental secret which a student needs to know. Every student, after finishing his education, will be competing with the experts in that field. That doesn't mean that he cannot perform better or more than them. Because you need to know one thing. Every expert was once a beginner. No matter how much ever you're going to compete with an expert. This is the fundamental rule. Every expert was once a beginner. Right now, you might not be an expert, but you are a beginner with a clear vision, and you will outperform the experts in the field that you want to perform. What is that very essential? You need to be very aware. It's okay not to be an expert, but every expert was once a beginner. So you will make a new beginning with a clear vision. Without a vision, there is no destination. Or without a destination, you can never have a clear vision. Because without a vision or a destination, your knowledge, your education, your experience, and your power is going to be directionless. So it's not important to have the knowledge. It's not important to have the education or experience or the power. It's important to have a vision or a destination. A life without a destination can never be a progress in life. It will only give you a life full of stress and failure. If you want to progress in life, it's okay. Whatever is a present situation, never bother about it. Never bother about it. Tell it to yourself, it's not from where to where, it's going to be here to where. It's not from where to where. From that very moment, your very failures and setback will be a powerful feedback to bounce back in every aspect of life. So remember this one. If you are being put into a situation where you are supposed to perform with an expert or to compete with an expert, it's okay. But tell yourself, I believe in myself, and I also know every expert was once a beginner. So right now I'm going to make a new beginning with a clear vision so that I have no other choice to progress in what I perform or to perform the best. And eventually I will outperform all the best performers. With this, I want to conclude by saying one thing. Have you heard about this? Sky is the limit. Yeah, sky is the limit. No. It's not going to be in that way for you from now. Once you are aware that with a clear vision and destination, I'm going to progress in everything, and once you are very determined that I'm not going to be just a scholar but a pillar to lift the society, not to control people but to convert people from problem to peace, from poverty to prosperity, from illness to wellness, I'm telling you now, sky is not a limit. Sky is just a beginning. I wish you all an ever-growing peace, health and happiness in every aspect of life. As always, I ask one thing to the future. I don't even see you as a student. You are the future. Take a decision. Take a decision. This life is a wonderful gift given by God or the divine power. Don't waste your time in something which is not giving you progress in any aspect of life. I'm not going to bore you with so many knowledge anymore. But I want to finish with one thing. You can take this as a request or as a command or as a demand or as a requirement for a better future. I want you to decide, knowing that you're going to be the future, knowing that the future is going to be decided by your decision. I want you to decide. Live your life before it leaves you. Live your life before it leaves you. I wish you all an unstoppable success and happiness in every aspect of life. Aham Brahmasmi.